streets? Our streets. Whose 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 streets? Our streets.
Mace, man. We need first aid!
You got mace?
Yeah.
By who?
By Connie.
Trying to figure out what's going on now. It's too late, bro. Y'all just be ready for tomorrow. Y'all couldn't help a couple people that was out here tonight. Just be ready tomorrow at least.
Who drove how long to get here?
12 hours from our car. We've been driving from north of the border, so.
Oh, you came down from Canadistan. If I was doing the radical agenda in Canada, I'd probably be arrested for it, right?
Yeah, well, in Canada, hurting people's feelings is basically illegal. I mean, it's not really criminal, but
unless they're white males.
So when did you get into, as you said, the racial stuff?
When the Trayvon Martin case happened, you know, Michael Brown and Tamir Rice and all these different things happen, every single case, it's some little black asshole behaving like a savage, and he gets himself in trouble, shockingly enough. Whatever problems I might have with my fellow white people, they generally are not inclined to such behavior, and you know, you gotta kind of take that into consideration when you're thinking about how to organize your society.
In Oklahoma City.
Okay, so exactly, you have to go back to Oklahoma City to talk about a white act of terrorism,
Elliot Rodger,
right?
Dylan Roof.
Okay, so now you've managed to name 3 people, and I'm pretty sure Elliot Rodger wasn't explicitly white, by the way. But the thing is, you remember the names of white bombers and mass shooters, okay? Yeah. Can you tell me the name of all 19 hijackers on 9/11 off the top of your head? You can remember Dylan Roof's name. You can remember Tim McVeigh's name.
White people were capable of violence.
I didn't say capable. Of course we're capable. I'm carrying a pistol. I go to the gym all the time. I'm trying to make myself more capable of violence. I'm here to spread ideas, talk, in the hopes that somebody more capable will come along and do that. Somebody like Donald Trump, who does not give his daughter to a Jew.
So Donald Trump, but like more racist.
A lot more racist than Donald Trump. I don't think that you could feel about race the way I do and watch that Kushner bastard walk around with that beautiful girl, okay?
Can you talk a little bit about the right adopting the politics or the political style of the left?
We don't have the camaraderie, we don't have the trust level that our rivals do. And that camaraderie and trust is built up through activism, and that is one of the tactics that we're adopting.
We're here, we're gay, we fuck the KKK. We're here, we're gay, we fuck the KKK. We're here, we're gay, we fuck the KKK. Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you, fascists!
So we just saw some rival chants. These are some of the alt-right groups lined up.
Fuck you, fascists! Fuck you, fascists!
They're supposedly here to protest the removal of a statue of Robert E. Lee. But they're really here to show that they're more than an internet meme, that they're a big, real presence that can organize in physical space. So the alt-right is very organized. They have a lot of numbers, they have shields, they have protective gear like helmets. We've seen tear gas, water bottles, eggs thrown.
Nothing like pepper spray on this budget.
Back up on the steps! Back up on the steps! What the fuck?
They maced me.
Who?
I don't know. Communists.
It's the second time in 2 days.
Second time in 2 fucking days.
Hey man, they're afraid of you. You got too big.
Fuck!
Hell can't well. Hell can't well.
Guy, water drink. Water drink. Thank you.
Riot police are coming. We're being told to disperse. Some of the alt-right are being pushed out. It's about a half an hour before the speakers are supposed to start. Some of the alt-right are marching to McIntyre Park. It's the alternate park that they were being pushed to earlier this week.
We're here obeying the law. We're doing everything that we're supposed to do, trying to express opinions. And the criminals are over there getting their way. And that is a foundational problem with our society. And whatever you think of my opinions, that's going to be something that puts you in danger.
Yeah, and that is because this city is run by Jewish communists and criminal niggers. That's exactly what it is.
So you're
that's
the
true, by the
you're
way.
the true nonviolent protesters.
I'm not even saying we're non-violent. I'm saying that fucking we didn't aggress. We did not initiate force against anybody. We're not non-violent. We'll fucking kill these people if we have to.
Everybody in!
All right.
Hey, let's get on, let's go.
Do we need more people in here? We've got Vice in here.
Is this the fucking media right here?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Vice jumped in the fucking van. Open the door, let him out. If we gotta kick the media out, we do.
Why don't you tell me what you think?
Huh?
What do you do for the Daily Stormer?
I am a feature writer. I do the crypto report, and I'm generally their man on the ground at events.
So, what do you hope to get out of today? Like, what does it mean to you?
Well, for one thing, it means that we're showing to this parasitic class of anti-white vermin that this is our country. This country was built by our forefathers. It's sustained by us. It's going to remain our country. I believe, as you can see, we are stepping off the internet in a big way. For instance, last night at the Torch Walk, there were hundreds and hundreds of us. People realize they're not atomized individuals. They're part of a larger whole because we have been spreading our memes. We have been organizing on the internet. And so now they're coming out. And now, as you can see today, we greatly outnumbered the anti-white, anti-American filth. And at some point, we will have enough power that we will clear them from the streets forever. That which is degenerate in white countries will be removed.
So you're saying showing up in physical space lets people know that, like, there are more like them.
We're starting to slowly unveil a little bit of our power level. You ain't seen nothing yet.
A state of emergency has been declared, so they shut down the protest in Emancipation Park. They moved to this park, McIntyre Park. But we don't know if it's going to happen. We don't know if the police will allow them to continue.
I need to speak to the police captain immediately. Right now we have people on the ground at the statue with equipment, and they're being told they're not allowed to have a vehicle come through and pick them up or anybody come and pick them up. I'm about to send at least 200 people with guns to go get them out if you guys do not get our people out. Thank you. Tell them to call me. They have my number.
We had a federal court order that was determined. We had a federal court order to have this rally, and also we had a order that we could have obviously speaking equipment like all. Well, we get in the car. Let's get ready.
We're going.
We had speaking permits.
Say hello.
They wouldn't even let us hook up our microphones and our speakers because they don't want our speech because we're telling the truth. We're talking about the ethnic cleansing of America and the destruction of the American way of life and a new Bolshevik-style society with no freedom of speech in this country. That's really where we're going in America, and that's got to change. See y'all later. We will be back.
I guess the governor has declared a state of emergency, so any assemblies are now unlawful. So the left wasn't able to beat us. The left, who are the boot boys of the capitalist class and the bourgeoisie and the status quo. So they weren't able to beat us with their armed militant left-wing radicals. So they had to turn to the state. If that doesn't go to show that the radical left, the corporations, and the state are all on the same Jewish side, a moment like this proves it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the organizing tactics you guys have used?
Sure, primarily following the European example of Golden Dawn, the Nordic Resistance Movement, and other organizations that really are at the vanguard of nationalist organizing in the world. Be able to coordinate over a large area to bring our people together. This is the largest nationalist rally in over 2 decades here in the United States. It's incredibly exciting. And if you look at what's happened, they've had to bring in leftists from around the entire country to try and stop us. And now we're continuing. We're going to keep having a great time, and we're going to keep fighting.
I don't know how many people are hurt, but there are people on the ground being treated by the medics. Were people running up the street screaming and crying. There's many people on the side injured too. It's a really horrific sound.
Came down the street at 80 miles per hour to fucking hit us just now. There are people, bodies laying on the ground right now. We told city council we did not want them here. They let them come. We told the police we did not want them here. They let them come. I had to jump out of the way. I almost got hit by the car my fucking self. I seen bodies flying from getting hit by that car. I see people and blood on the fucking ground. This is my town. We did not want the motherfuckers here. And now we got bodies on the ground and they trying to revive somebody right now.
Yeah, I was on the opposite side of the intersection and I saw people and signs and everything go flying up in the air. I saw the car go backwards up the street, so I know it was a hit and run. And I ran up because they were screaming, medic, medic, medic. There was a guy laying on the side and there was a woman laying there hardly breathing, and we ended up rolling her over and she died. And I helped do CPR on her. So, yeah.
We condemn in the strongest possible terms this egregious display of hatred, bigotry, and violence on many sides. On many sides.
And so take a few moments to feel the feelings you've got, and if you're a praying person, say a prayer. And if you're not, then connect to a collective unconscious that we all share and that we all feel together for the person who lost their life.
I have a great grandfather who literally has told me the same stories of what I've experienced today. And the fact that I can look at what's going on and see what my grandfather was talking about, it's not scary. but it's appalling. And then the fact that we have a president that can come on national TV and go from talking about people were wrong on many sides and not even acknowledge a young lady who lost her life and result in people who he has notably and knowingly incited is appalling to me. But honestly, I can't say that I'm surprised.
We need you guys at every meeting that's for equality and togetherness and unity. We need everybody to make Charlottesville a real place of resistance.
All the chaos that you've seen today has been brewing for quite some time, and I don't think it's ever been about a statue. I think it's been about right is right and wrong is wrong, and that so many people stand for the wrong things happening, and not many of us have came out until it's too late.
Did you see the president's comments when he said that both sides shouldn't be violent?
I thought it was a bunch of nonsense. You know, he stood in one of his rallies when he was running before he was elected and said if they would have did that 40 years ago, they'd have left out on the stretcher. You okayed this activity. This is the face of supremacy. This is what we deal with every day being African American. And this has always been the reality of Charlottesville. You can't stand in one corner in the city and not look at the master sitting on top of Monticello. He looks down on us. He's been looking down on this city for God knows how long. This is Charlottesville.
It really is a sad day in our constitutional democracy when we are not able to have civil liberties like the First Amendment. That's what leads to rational discussion and ideas breaking down and people resorting to violence.
Indict for murder now! Indict for murder now! Indict for murder! He invited these people!
I'll be in Washington,
Indict for murder now! Get back!
Right here, line up!
Oh, I'm with you! Oh, you like Nazis! Nazis go home! Nazis go home! Nazis go home! Nazis go home! Nazis go home!
All right, so I came pretty well prepared for this thing today. Kel-Tec P3AT, 380 ACP, Glock 19, 9mm, Ruger LC9, also 9mm, and there's a knife. Well, I actually have another AK in that bag over there. You lose track of your fucking guns, huh? I'd say it was worth it. We knew that we were going to meet a lot of resistance. The fact that nobody on our side died, I'd go ahead and call that points for us. The fact that none of our people killed anybody unjustly, I think, is a plus for us. And I think that we showed our rivals that we won't be cowed.
But the car that struck a protester, that's unprovoked.
That's not true, and you know that it's not true. You've seen the video. So.
I've seen a video. I don't know much about it.
I understand that
Can you describe what the video appears to show?
Okay. So the video appears to show someone striking that vehicle when these animals attacked him again, and he saw no way to get away from them except to hit the gas. And sadly, because our rivals are a bunch of stupid animals who don't pay attention. They couldn't just get out of the way of his car, and some people got hurt, and that's unfortunate.
So you think it was justified?
I think it was more than justified. I can't believe the amount of restraint that our people showed out there. I think was astounding.
What do you think this means for the next alt-right protest?
I say it's going to be really tough to top, but we're up to the challenge.
Wait, why?
Why?
Tough to top? I mean, someone died.
I think that a lot more people are going to die before we're done here, frankly.
Why?
Why? Because people die every day, right? I mean,
But not like of a heart attack, I mean violent death.
Well, people die violent deaths all the time, right? Like, this is part of the reason that we want an ethno state, right? So, like, the blacks are killing each other in staggering numbers from coast to coast. We don't really want to have a part of that anymore. And so, the fact that they resist us when we say, hey, we want a homeland, is not shocking to me, all right? These people want violence, and the right is just meeting market demand.